So I went to a chain called Muller to check for any 80th anniversary Thomas stuff. As you can see, there are a lot of toys in this Muller, and the Lego section is very well organized by all the different types and themes. There you can see there are endless amounts of different board games as well. Some smaller board games, some Rubik's Cubes, Uno expansion packs, and a large selection of collectible trading cards. Not really my thing. And a very welcome revamp of Bakugan. Who thought that they still exist? Hot Wheels always surprises me. There is again a great selection of different collections and premium models, as you can see the Fast and Furious set there. Nice double packs of these Italian supercars. Quite a few yellow price tags there that mean the item is on sale, but the red stickers mean that they are an extra sale. That Boulevard Mayors Manx really fails to sell. It's a big peg sitter. There's at least 7 of them on the pegs. Nice to see 3 samples of the Mattel 80th Anniversary 5-pack as well. Muller does sell the Hot Wheels mainline cars for a slightly higher price than other retailers, but the bin is only full of fantasy casting with destroyed cards. And now the Thomas aisle, if you can even call it that. There were 2 of these Muddy Thomas larger Trackmaster sets called the Muddy Adventure. It's never going to sell. Then there was also this All Engines Go push-along set with the Gordon. I was actually a bit surprised to see that. I usually expect to see just Thomas, Thomas and Thomas. Speaking about the number 1 engine, there was also this Thomas's Dockside livery set in the bottom part of the shelf. But of course we all know that I wasn't looking for these. There were also some of these very cheap looking All Engines Go merch, very babyfied, like smaller versions of the push-along stuff, but like even worse. These are also quite big pack sitters. I never see anyone buying these. In fact, I was the one who stood these packages up because they were just thrown in there. No one cares about these. As a legend once said, you can't sell a secret. As you can see on this shelf, there's a whole bunch of different toys mixed together, and none of them really sell. This wouldn't be a problem. The problem here is that every merchandise that belongs to Thomas & Friends is situated here. They are being sold for the regular retail price, but I don't think even a discount would help these. As you can see, there are also some of the die-cast or metal collection engines represented here as well. I do see a pattern here. All 3 of these die-cast characters are characters who are part of the rebrand, and they don't have any value. And to spice things up, and to be a pack sitter forever, there are also 2 examples of the color changer variation of Sandy the Rail Whatever. I can't believe that actually rhymes. At last, I was actually surprised. Out of the 3 motorized multi-packs here, one of them was the classic Percy made for the 80th anniversary. I didn't buy it. I usually collect the die-cast stuff, but I was very happy to see a classic face return after so many years. But one I did buy was this cool combi made for the 80th anniversary of Mattel from the Hot Wheels Pop Culture series for this year. I showed you the 80th anniversary multi-packs for Hot Wheels, but I didn't see any Ruby Thomases yet in the country. So far, I only have 2 out of the 4 different 80th anniversary die-cast metal engines, the Thomas and the Percy. These are from a different retailer, and I will speak about them in just a moment. And that moment came 3 days later. Who knows, I might be lucky there. I usually go to this toy store situated in a larger shopping mall at the terminus station of our Metro Line M2. But I had to wait 4 minutes for that train. Ah, there it comes, never mind. A quick route of just 6 stations and I will be there. The reason I went to this shopping mall in particular is that a good friend of mine has sent a picture to me a couple of months ago that he saw the 80th anniversary merchandise there. So I had high hopes. This terminus station does have some very interesting Soviet-style relics hiding in the sidings. But at last we arrived. It's just simply called Arcade. Everything in the shopping mall was already themed around Christmas, so you would think that because of the holiday season we will see the toys we want. Well, not so much. This was the store I bought the Thomas and Percy from, but there was no Thomas here. Lots of Hot Wheels and Matchbox, all other Mattel products nicely organized, even some special releases. Even Barbie gets an appearance in the shop window, but not Thomas. Not to worry, lucky for me there was a Muller I actually completely forgot about, so let's see if there are any goodies hiding in there. Well, there was a small collection of the Disney cars, and surprisingly enough a very impressive lineup of Hot Wheels vehicles, some of them from the 2026 collection. But hey, as it turns out I have struck a tiny fragment of gold here. I was glad to see another 80th anniversary diecast Thomas there. And also some other new faces. And looking at the price tags, at one point there have even been some of the larger engines here as well. But I'm repeating myself again, this is far from being enough Thomas merch. All of this is just integrated into a larger Fisher-Price style baby section. No more big yellow number 1 on a blue background, no more Thomas Cloud, all just things of the past. I'm a bit sad that I didn't buy that Thomas at Muller, because I do want to review it, but at the same time I do want to keep one in the box too. And also compare it to previous iterations of our number 1 hero. But oh well, maybe another day, another time. And to finish my trip in the Muller, there were also some of these All Engines Go Trackmaster motorized sets, but who really cares about these honestly? So with that, I left the shopping mall, empty-handed. So I will have to look for some other locations to find the Thomas merch. Don't worry, the hunt continues.